What's up, mofos? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and we're talking about brains today. I was sitting around watching Hoarders just a minute ago, and I seen something that I haven't really noticed before. Well, I've noticed it before, but at the same time, I didn't notice it. And what it was is that these people with Hoarders, they have this like horrible brain. Like they just can't think straight. You kind of see that they're tired and they want to quit, but they don't quit. And like some people have that self-motivation inside of them, whereas some people don't. And it kind of makes you wonder why certain people do things. And this current episode of Hoarders happened to have Sal on it. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but kind of help you gather what I'm saying. And Sal had this, I don't know, I think he was her son, and he was like this crackhead that had like this horrible temper, and he had like pinky rings all over his shit. And like he would boss around the cleaning crew, and the cleaning crew itself kind of let something out that they normally don't let out on the show, that the house was pretty much in ruin, and that even if they cleaned it, it would have to be tore down. Kind of like, it kind of ruined the show in that aspect, but they couldn't clean it because Sal was so aggressive towards them, and like sending them death threats on the phone in between the days of the shoot and stuff. And let's not concentrate on how big this son was an asshole, but let's concentrate on why he did it. How many people can think back and actually think about why they're doing something even though they know it's wrong? Have you ever like stood up to a boss or or told no to somebody that you know you shouldn't tell no to, like be it a police officer or like a boss man when he tells you to do something, and you get that butterfly feeling in your stomach, that feeling like, man, I'm fucking up. But at the same time, you keep doing it because there's like that shot of adrenaline that keeps going in behind you, and you feel like you need to stand up for what's right no matter what the consequences actually are. I think he was in that kind of zone. Like somewhere in his mind, he had convinced himself that he's right, and nobody was going to tell him any different. And it sit there and makes me wonder. All right, what about other situations? Like, why do we do that as a human? Like another situation would be like, you ever see an argument on the internet? And I'm asking, you're on my channel, you've seen arguments on the internet, but you know when there's an argument in my comment section and somebody has a difference in opinion to somebody else, and the first thing they do, what do? Come on, everybody say it with me. What happens when somebody has a disagreement with somebody else? Let's say it be anything. Let's say somebody agrees that the left Twix bar is better than the right Twix bar. Well, what's the first thing they do? They fucking insult them. They act like insulting the person is going to clearly change his point of view to yours instantly. It's like, oh, well, listen here, fuckhead. The whole like, listen here, you shit eater. Just because you called him a fuckhead or a shit eater doesn't mean he's going to start liking the left Twix bar any faster. It actually probably would kind of dilute the whole idea of doing that. But why do humans feel that they need to tear somebody down before and then bring them back up? Because that's essentially what that's doing. You're insulting him to hurt his feelings, and then you're going to give him the best information that you can give him at the time. And the effect that the left Twix bar, I know this fucking sounds stupid, but it's the first thing I could think of at the time, that the left Twix bar. A stupid ass commercial. But why do we do that? Like, you ever sit there and think about why humans do certain things? Like, why do we feel the need to tear somebody down? Why do we feel the need to tell somebody they can't do something just because we can't do it ourselves? Why do we feel the need that? Why? I don't know. It's all pride in this pretty much example. But like, pride is this thing that I don't know, we always dealt with. Like, some people have pride worse than others. People generally with pride generally do better work, be prideful of their work. People without pride generally do sloppy work because they don't care what other people think of them, which is good in that aspect. But the aspect of not willing to accept help, throwing your back out because you're too prideful to ask somebody to help you to pick something up, making somebody else suffer because you're unwilling to accept help yourself. That kind of aspect of pride is actually worse. And then there's the people that know it all. Man, I used to be in this category. I still am, kind of. I always feel like if I know what I'm talking about, it makes me feel better. And like, I've slowly tried to pull myself out of this in the last 5 years, because I kind of see what people were talking about in my youth, that nobody likes to know it all, blah 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 blah. And the reason being is nobody knows everything. Albert Einstein didn't know everything. Your math teacher doesn't know everything. President Obama doesn't know everything. And how can I be reassured in this? Let me go so far as say this. A Ford engineer does not know everything about a Ford pickup. He doesn't know how to make the wheels better. He doesn't know how to make the grill better. He has ideas on how they'll make it better, but he does not know how to perfect it. If we perfected things, then we could actually say that. But nothing is ever perfected because we don't have the complete understanding of anything. And that's where you have error. And in all factors of life, there's always error. I mean, and there's always mutations and things like that. So why, as humans, do we feel the need to like cast out these errors ways and then look down upon people because of that? That's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, why do people feel the need to call somebody else fat? Why do people feel the need to make fun of somebody's eyesight? Why do people feel the need to make fun of somebody's athletic ability? You either have it or you don't. It's not somebody else's fault that they were born with a different body type or a different bone structure. Beauty is the most abstract one of them all. How can you insult somebody for being ugly? They generally don't even get a say in what they look like. That's the mixture of two parents. What do you guys think on this subject? Let me know in the comment section below. Peace, people.